However, I think that just given the time, I know Major as a person, as a player, he is going to have done a hard work, he's going to reset their playbook and got everything in front of them. Let's see if you're right. We're going into game.
All right, game of the day, Aurora versus FaZe Clan. Dust2 couldn't ask for a better battleground for this one to go down on. Going to be keeping a keen eye on both teams' AWPers here. You want to have Woxic putting his best foot forward. You want Brokey showing up with some stylish stuff. Two very flashy AWPers in the server today. As FaZe and Aurora scrap to go 2-0 up in stage 2.
Welcome to the deathmatch here on Dust. Sharpen your aim. FaZe charge up short in this pistol round. Aurora with 3 in the sight.
Santares can hear the Carrigan's dropped on down. And it's a long take for Aurora. Twists gets out with 2 of his own. Santares dead over towards the site. And Supplant now found. Jacob sees Wakadia, but an awkward timing on that jump up. It's left it down to this 1v1. Wakadia is in great form from the series earlier today, and he's going to keep it going in this pistol round.
Oh dear, it looks so good for FaZe. Twist bailed them out on the long side with a double. It's the Jacob jump up. Lets him down, double jump, hits his head. And Wakadia saves the day here. An explosive pistol round, and hopefully more to come here in this BO1. Aurora, FaZe, 2 teams having a bit of an identity crisis as of late. For Aurora, at least recent success, trophy taken in Bucharest, but even just hearing the way the match has been talking about this team coming into this major doesn't inspire the most confidence. Maybe trying to set the expectations lower. Talked about having not taken down top teams. And FaZe, battered and bruised, barely escaping that stage 1 grasp. But they won their Dust2 earlier on today. So maybe some wind in the sails of FaZe. What a time for it. Beautiful kill from Carrigan. Seems like just a perfect read there that no one will be holding the mid to be in the second round. Bit of prep perhaps paying off. Isolates Santares in the ramp, and they're still going to go A.
How much more mileage are we getting out of this Carrigan scout? Woxic's taken next contact, and they're closing in on him. Dead to Major out on long. Woxic making quick work over the side take. It's just Jacob left. Spots the head of the man jumping up. Ooh. That's a nice flick on the deagle, but put down. And I mean, these rounds are already scrappy. It's everything you want from this series. But thus far, Aurora have been able to withstand it.
Yeah, definitely. It's got to be prep paying off, right? The idea that you could run down middle in the second round, 133, and you're finding this kill. Not clearing any other angle. A nice try for FaZe, but a bomb plant would have gone a long way. And positively pushed forward our FaZe into an early buy in this map. Aurora avoiding that damage in middle. Major waiting for the long lurk. There's no orb just yet. Woxic holds a palm flash. FaZe keeping it simple here. We're not in Texas anymore.
Oh, Woxic on the swing is ugly with that M4. Gets out with a good chunk of damage, but it's going to fall to Santares. Trying to come through this smoke. Brokey's got eyes on. Wakadia up next. Bullied by the util, slowed down by these flashes, and you're kind of so far out of the round, you can't really justify going for this, even with all that damage done. And so it looks like Aurora might just peel away, save these guns. Meaning FaZe get on the board early. FaZe do have a kind of uncanny ability right when right when you're ready to write them off to go and surprise you.
Oh, you're buying in, are you?
Well, you know, all I'm saying is it wouldn't be the first time you've been ready to give up on FaZe.
It's true.
And then they go on to surprise you.
FaZe at a major is always something different. Thought we were going to see their worst major placing ever back in that previous stage, numerous times over.
I think it's just true for Carrigan in particular. It always feels like when expectations are at the highest, that's actually when FaZe encounter a lot of struggles, when they're kind of getting slept on. He's always got it in him to try and level up.
Ooh, nice block for Cardia. And look at the room it's provided. He can hang out here in middle, fight lower on a late timing, wait for a flash from FaZe first. Carrigan's teeing one up. Cardia dodges, goes back in for more. Carrigan, nice opening kill. Not the fight you'd expect with Cardia to whiff. Gonna have to see a shuffle here for Aurora. That's what FaZe want. Woxic moving over to A, reconsiders. This is a great gamble. Aurora have just nothing to play with. SMG's one rifle, make the gamble, and if FaZe walk into this, Aurora have their best chance.
Woxic in a good position. Bit of damage downrange with the scout, but he's going to get found as they try and come out through the tunnels. Woxic feeling some pressure. Does have Xantares providing cover. And FaZe decide they don't want to commit into this B hold. Aurora are trying to get ahead of this preemptively. Major with the spot down here in middle. Could see FaZe changing their mind. Twist has continued playing it through into the tunnels, and it becomes a weird, mad dash for this mid-control. Major wrestling one back. And it leaves it all on Xantares. But remember, Carrigan got tagged up earlier on by that scout. One shot away from certain death. Strong position, but just moves off, and Xantares moves in. Caught on the backstab. They've taken a swing at him, but Xantares is still in this. He's got one opportunity. He has to nail this at the very, very first swing. Twist closes in and secures that round for FaZe Clan.
Oh, that round's just a lot of fun from top to bottom. The leave of B from FaZe, realizing they're going into a stack, to the recommit of Twist that is the perfect remedy to that bomb dropped in middle. Carrigan couldn't wait forever, I guess. 20 seconds, he had to go for the package. And Xantares almost makes that a reality. Twist Crab walks in, and FaZe break the money of Aurora. That high damage second round scout buy made all the difference. Let's put them on pistols in round number 5. So already off to a very exciting game.
All right, Wakadia, we see you.
Go on.
Oh, charges at Carrigan.
Nice try.
He's not keen on the idea of getting Zeused.
Carrigan starting strong in this map. And you do just have that idea of FaZe, you know, even though they had a really strugglesome first few days here at the Major, the idea of them playing up to the level, right? You put them against the top teams, more familiar, more warm. You expect better things from FaZe. So can they show them here in the second stage and go up 2-0?
I mean, I also just think, you know, finding yourself down in that 1-2 position anyway, sometimes it can be a bit of a blessing to do that in the earlier stages, right? Like, you kind of have all the awkward conversations straight away. Hell, even when the day would wrap up, you would see FaZe, you know, stood around outside all talking to each other, having those tough conversations to have when you feel like you're underperforming, and you've gotten those past you now.
You've only done this for 2 rounds, Harry, but you've already convinced me, and it would be hilarious of all times for this major to be one where FaZe could potentially make a run. You know, with Brokey coming in with some horrible recent results on T sides, with new boy Jacob struggling to fill the big boots of rain. All the changes this team's gone through over the last year. Frozen being the one guy being reliable on this squad. Yeah. It would be the least likely time, but doesn't that just make it the most likely with FaZe? Let's see if Aurora can shake it up. Gun round coming in now off the back of a pause. Woxic's AWP in play as well, although Glass. And this is definitely a team that should be feeling some confidence, even if they don't display it in those interviews coming into the matches today. Just picking up the first ever LAN win trophy for this squad, and for Xantares specifically. Yes, maybe no top 5 teams in attendance, but still a team's equivalent to this stage. Aurora should have no excuses themselves. And with those expectations and pressure, we've seen many crumble. I don't know if Aurora want to think about the grand scheme of things right now. They just got to get through this game.
Yeah, and that seems to be their mentality almost, right? Kind of take it game by game. I think this is a squad that put a lot of pressure on themselves, and it's kind of, in part, you know, suffering from success. They make a number of playoffs. They're always good for a deep run. They've just struggled at securing the silverware. But they broke that heading in to this major.
Yeah, you got a team that levels up when they hit playoffs versus a team that disappears when they hit playoffs.
So I think, you know, maybe just trying to rejig the mental a little bit, change how you think about these tournaments heading into them. Not a bad idea for Aurora.
Well, it's no playoff, but we got a crowd kicking off here in Budapest.
Only 2 players for Aurora on this A side of the map. It's Major and Xantares. Could be in for a tricky time as FaZe set their sights on the A split. Molly's missed its mark, so it's manual clear for Twist as he comes out through the door. That gives Major a fighting chance on the first. Rotate start to scramble around now. This window of opportunity is closing for FaZe Clan, and with Xantares playing it forward, dealing with Carrigan over on Cat, he's bought himself a lot more room in the site, and now those reinforcements arrive. Xantares teed up to succeed. Wakadia lending that helping hand. And this round has fallen apart for FaZe Clan. 2 versus 4. They're hurt out here in middle. There's 20 seconds left, and they're in no rush to try and compete for this one.
Rabid-looking Xantares here, though. I love that even though Aurora go for the B stack, Major gives him extra utility, so he can double nade Cat on Major's contact, knowing FaZe is setting up for a Cat split. Forces that kill as well, just running in. And then, upon realizing there's no trade, he can just isolate long fights. One more kill from Xantares makes this round a reality, forces the save from FaZe Clan. So even though they avoid this stack, they run into something worse. That's Xantares.
No, it's a feel-good round for Aurora, because you're dead on. Like, FaZe went to the right spots. They went to the right parts of the map. And Xantares' just individual ability was enough to kind of keep it all in check. And now he's playing with some confidence, bringing that look forward into this round. He takes lower tunnels control. Slow rollout on the mid-util. They break the smoke for Woxic to try and peek through, but there's no aggression here from FaZe. They're taking it real slow to open up this round. Flashing a lower, but that's not going to be enough to get Xantares out of position.
Jacob alone here. He's playing it careful, but he still hasn't full cleared this. Xantares teaches him a lesson. Getting out is going to be a difficult one, but smoke provides a bit of cover. That molly pushes him deeper into the tunnels. FaZe are out long. Major in trouble. Stuck in the pit with nowhere to go. Brokey awaits the repeak. As captains look to clash at this long corner, Carrigan creeps in with a beautiful headshot. He is definitely on form in this game.
It's always a weird bit of X factor when Carrigan is outputting kills like this. Not something FaZe are used to having in their back pocket, but they'll leave him alone on the long side. 30 seconds left now. You've got to start thinking, where's this going to end up for FaZe?
This is scarily slow. Carrigan should get nothing more on 10 health. But yet, he does. 20 seconds though, boys. Xantares, which side?
I mean, he's dropped off into the spawn. He's out of position here. Might have a chance to catch Carrigan, but there's no winning the round from CT. Plant's going to get plugged in for Brokey, and Aurora out of position, have to commit to the save.
Oh, lucky no one's goose there, or that is a lost round. Santaris didn't believe they would go for the cat play that late. And Carrigan, two just banging shots.
I think also the round just gets super awkward, not just because of Carrigan's success out towards long, which obviously you couldn't really account for if you're Aurora. He's 10 health the entire time. He gets a double opener on that half of the map, but also frozen in the mid round while Santaris was trapped down towards lower, actually got a kill on B, and that like restricted the rotates even more. They were stuck with a two-man hold on A that Carrigan was able to clean up.
All right, seeing a nice back and forth here to start this game though. It's Aurora who will foot the bill. Have to make this by work with two safe guns. Whew. Brokey with long spawn on AWP, but he's not going to take it. Something B-side, Frozen taking his spawn instead, perhaps.
Ooh, bit of a misread here for Aurora. Anti-long rush, that's the play they go for at the top of this round, so a lot of resources on the other side of the map. Two inside of B, and that's where FaZe are looking to go. If this hold isn't there, the rotates are too far away.
Oh.
Wakadi are dead first, Jota at 1 health. Getting anything here is unrealistic. That round is decided in seconds.
Hey, Jacob, big double entry from the young man. I mean, that's not a fun fight to be running into through the tunnel smoke into an elevated position like that. Makes it look easy. Two entries that wins the round for FaZe, and they already spread out to try and hunt these guns, knowing one kill could be devastating to the money of Aurora. So FaZe just rushing through the B smoke. And they don't take a dent, well, other than the 3 dinks. (5-3) for FaZe. Aurora need all of these guns. Ruh-roh. Oh, close. Whoa, okay, slow down, slow down. Gun saved, Aurora can try it again.
I mean, I feel like Woxic's really chomping at the bit to get involved. He's had to save in a lot of these rounds now, just getting left on the wrong side of the map more often than not. Wouldn't surprise me if we look to see him maybe make a play early on this AWP. Might be a nice time for it. I think one of the problems is you've got a real variety of paces out of FaZe, right? They've played these slow tempo rounds where they're throwing in the mid-util, but no one's even moving in behind it. Thinking back to that round where Santaris is sat in lower for, you know, like 30, 40 seconds before he even gets his first fight. And so it's kind of hard to know how you want to open here. Then they hit you with a B-rush like this out of nowhere. And that's Carrigan all over, right? Constantly keeping it dynamic, looking to change the pace up on the fly. Makes it hard, because if you are Woxic here and you want to go for a play on the AWP, where do you even go? Like, nothing is for certain. He's going to try and take a look out towards Cat, it looked like, but decides against it. And that is the right decision to have made. FaZe are boosting for that exact play. And so it's a return to this slower round from FaZe Clan. There's kind of no opening play to make if you're Aurora.
Spread thin. Brokey's been sitting in spawn watching the mid doors till late in these rounds. Rocket B forced. Frozen, confident, but will get punished on that wide swing. So Aurora now can sit back comfortably. Minute on the clock, lots of util and plenty of control. The deep door smoke at long. FaZe's got to pull back if they want to flash twist through this smoke.
Yeah, smoke can make it a little hard, right? The pop flash could come in, but Major not going to get tested. They leave the long doors.
Hey,
they let him have that space.
Woxic's been waiting, but it might finally pay off here.
util comes in. Drop down into the spawn. Woxic doesn't like that. 2 layers, too much to deal with. He's going to back off and play retake with Major out here on long. That gives over a plant to FaZe, who once again used the full breadth of the timer. Pressure's now on Aurora. He might be a man up, but out of position. No one coming up cat either, so these players are just able to look down, watch CT, hold for that push back in, and Xantares is the one offered up first. Flashes now move in to complement this, and that's going to get players up the long side. Missed shot from Brokey. Jacob, though, hitting real hard with a third. Leaves it onto Woxic. Been itching to get involved, and Twist had to hit that. So far away, Carrigan's trying to get the crowd hyped up, because that is a ludicrous sequence to win that round for FaZe. It's Jacob, the rookie, with one of his most impressive rounds yet, a gnarly 4K, and then Twist with a must-hit shot on Woxic crossing.
Dude, left-right good night from Jacob, and Woxic, he feels like he's won the round from position when he sees Twist, but a one-tap from downtown. FaZe BS lives on in that man-down post plant. Unbelievable round to win. And that has ruffled Aurora's feathers in this first half. This is looking to build dominantly for FaZe. Aurora go back to trying to make early moves. Wakadia making a push. Jota ready to jump on it. But Woxic has been left out of the picture in these rounds. This one will continue, down to 18 health early. Multi-kill could go a long way here. Wakadia only grabs one, goes for the upgrade, and somehow steals a second. Had no business getting the double there. And now we're cooking. Aurora, 3 kills in a few seconds with the bomb at their feet. Feels like an impossibility for FaZe.
Oh, Wakadia on this backstab just to play cleanup, keep it secure, gives Twist a taste of his own medicine. Long-range taps out of Wakadia, close it. A confident display on that lower tunnels push, and it throws FaZe into disarray.
Reality check for FaZe after an incredible round. Just a little MP9 down lower. Devastates. It did feel like a matter of time before this lower play got punished for Jacob. He's been clearing this on his own. Dry almost every time. And considering how slow FaZe are playing towards this position, I would love to see them use more utility to get into that lower control. Because we've seen Aurora make multiple attempts at that position.
No, I agree. I think, you know, if you're FaZe now, you've been given too many warning signs about this lower control, right? There's kind of no excuse anymore to not do or have all the kind of bells and whistles to go about taking it. Molly's in from top mid, flashes into lower. You have to make life harder for Aurora there, because it's been their most consistent way of securing round wins is from this lower control.
And that's given Aurora a lifeline, right? This could have been a one-sided half now. They look to level out with another buy and another orb. AK's in 3 hands here for Aurora. That's worst case scenario for FaZe. But they've been allowed access to middle time after time. And we'll make that play. Frozen into B smokes from outside of the tunnels. Holding a late flank if FaZe do want to go back, it's an option.
Carrigan leaves the charge in, dropping down into CT. It's a faster play. Contact out through Cat. A missed shot from the Woxic orb. Xantares falling out of position. They hear him burning, and Jacob collects that kill. FaZe give him something very stripped back there on a different timing. Walking it in, out through the catwalk, and Aurora just caught by surprise.
Jacob's been picked a couple times in lower, but when he's at the front of the pack moving up onto these A hits, he's delivered yet again here for FaZe. Really clean headshots. Just what FaZe need. These guns are anything but safe. Anything but guaranteed. Jacob finds his second, and Jota's been marked. He's going to get chased down from this B tunnel as well. No surviving here for Jota. FaZe find all the guns and look to find all the rounds they can on this T side. 8 available in this best of 1. Aurora relying on a double AWP, perhaps, going into this last round of CT side.
And even that can have its pitfalls, man. Like, with the variety of paces you've seen out of FaZe, you're hoping they deal you a slower round. You're able to work these double AWPs a little bit. If they come at you quickly, you're left retaking with 2 AWPs. That's a big problem. Thankfully, FaZe will take the pace out of this one. Although with how they're grouped, I don't imagine it stays that way for long. Awkward time. Still lands. Gonna try and walk out now. And it feels like you're looking for another pretty pacey round here from FaZe.
I've just been really decisive with doing cat hits, moving up early in the round, one smoke or one flash, and just popping and going with it. And Aurora, I've never had anyone in Goose, anyone on default. It's been this ramp play for Xantares getting mollied out of position, Woxy getting flashed off the angle in the corner. If FaZe again just look to commit and Twist plays late, they have Aurora in their pocket. Xantares is down in spawn right now. Carrigan's kicking up a fuss, and FaZe have the perfect move.
Yeah, standard protocol for Aurora has been to back off and try and play long.
Oh, nice kill.
Good stuff for Xantares. Gets rid of Carrigan, out towards CT. Woxic fires off, this time hangs around, and with Twist spotted over here on long, they know they have a 1v1 out there on the long doors.
They got the sight though. Can Jacob do it again?
Creeping on in, super deep. No one's got any idea. There's the spot. Bullets whiz on past, and at least they learn about Xantares making it out to ramp.
3v5.
Swing for Jacob. He brings the fight to Aurora, and there's Frozen with a helping hand from the catwalk. 2 kills quickly. Him and Jacob ripping heads off. Brokey there to seal the deal, and FaZe run away with this T-side on Dust2. While FaZe are making a case for the 2-0 finish on the day, and what a case it is. They find a lot of success in that first half of Dust2, and it's stripped back. Confident calling out of Carrigan, who's leading by example as well. Most opening kills found in that first half. Carrigan having a heater and calling 1-2. Let's see if Aurora can turn this one around.
It's Jacob who takes the cake for me. So many multi-kills on this A site. That's a 3v5 at the end of the half. Pulled back by Jacob and Frozen. FaZe winning some unlikely rounds. And looking like they want to run away with this game, but there's always more twists and tail in this tale. Aurora found that first pistol. Can they double up? FaZe with no kit, playing heavy in that B bomb site, blocking on Cat. Brokey not really called upon in this match. He spent most of his time in T spawn, and Woxic never challenged him in middle. So back on his bomb site with Jacob on the car, his head's ripped off by the Xantares P250. This suddenly feels almost impossible for FaZe.
Yeah, especially with this lurk out of Wakadia just removing Short entirely from the conversation there to pick up that kill. A little awkward for Joda, but he's going to deal with Carrigan eventually, and the rest of FaZe are just out of position here. That lack of kit really going to come back to punish them. An unlikely round, even with a kit in play. They got to move real fast now, and there's the spot, that little jiggle from Xantares. The rest of Aurora come peeking in. Backstab even for Major, so these guys starting to feel sandwiched, starting to feel pressured, and they'll get stuck in between the ranks of Aurora.
Game on. Both pistols for Aurora. Locked into this BO1. Whoa.
Terrorists win. Nice.
FaZe force by. Going for that crunch.
Wakadia was accounting for exactly this play, though, and going to pick up a freebie to open up the round. To at least allow FaZe to materialize a stack over here at A. So they'll have their pieces in the right place. But a tall task ahead of them. A man down on the force. Long control taken for Aurora. Not a bad way for this to start. Jacob having a very good game.
He's feeling it.
I mean, that does feel like one of the keys for FaZe Clan is fully unlocking their rookie signing. And that one kill is enough to kind of put the fear in Aurora.
Yeah, I just don't think FaZe will realize this till it's too late, right? They're going for the long flank right now, and they've just missed the timing. With Frozen having smoked B, it fades now. And by the time they realize, even if they kill Woxic, it's too late. That bomb getting into B is a death sentence for FaZe. Woxic's lining up util to further sell this. Sure, they're going to get a free kill, you'd think.
Guess also, this depends on how slow the B, like as soon as they get contact, they're gonna go B, but Woxic is dead, and there's nothing you can do about that. So you've got a 4-on-3 here if you're FaZe Clan. It's the fact you're so out of position that makes this hard.
I guess the benefit is there's almost nothing to lose in going for this. Yes, you can play the force buy again, but you know, maybe you want a challenge. FaZe decide against it, picking up their guns, trying once more, knowing the unlikelihood of a round like this. So Aurora do convert for now, and delay the FaZe force buy for once more. 2 scouts saved, 2 MP9s. FaZe try to run it back.
Does just keep the stress high for Aurora. You don't get any of these free rounds. You have to be very careful and considered with how you play this next one.
Twist goes through the mid-molly to get lower control. But he won't hang around. A nade into upper, and then he leaves. It's going to put the fear in Aurora. Look how safe Wakadia is playing as a result, and this will waste time for Aurora to clear this dead position. So it's more of a distraction. And with Aurora having to clear this together, if they use a flash, it will give FaZe warning. But contact instead, they play with the numbers. Carrigan, he's had a nice scout shot already.
Yeah,
what's he got?
He's deceptively good with the scout. He's got Woxic, gonna try and challenge him.
I feel like Jota's going to jump and make this really difficult.
Goes around the corner dry. That smoke not going to get there in time, and Wakadia and Woxic get on the angle. Smoke falls too shallow, so Aurora just come barreling in. Not a proper check on Twists, but he's going to struggle to get out with too much more here. Finds himself a second, does all he can.
And now FaZe have nothing to lose.
Xantares on the lurk. Here's them approaching out through middle. It's a big question whether or not you clear this. Jacob might just get offered up on a silver platter. Is Xantares ready for a second? Frozen just missing that timing. But they have Xantares boxed in here in the tunnels. He's got nowhere to go, and that backstab will connect. At bare minimum, you could look to make this a very expensive round for Aurora. But it looks like they're content with the save.
I mean, what's Brokey saving? He's going to play Scout in that next round. He's not even got Kevlar here either, so I'd see him repause to try and find exits. Frozen, AK is valuable into that next gun round. Tags out for Brokey, but Aurora survive. Aurora have done a very good job here of avoiding the danger of these back-to-back force rounds for FaZe. Closing the game up within touching distance here and getting out with 2 rifles surviving. Could go a lot worse.
Yeah, I mean, making these rounds so expensive for Aurora only comes to matter if you're able to capitalize on it, right? And so that onus kind of falls to FaZe finding success sooner rather than later. Because you are in with that chance of forcing some awkward decisions for Aurora and throwing their money into disarray. It just hinges on actually finding this rifle round.
Brokey's probably feeling like he wants to play the game now. 4 and 6 after 15 rounds of play. It's not really been at the forefront of the conversation. Up on Cat with the AWP. Lower control taken. Long split here for Aurora. Jacob on his own.
Yeah, big test for him. He might have been playing a great game, but 3 players coming his way on the long side. Twists does have a flash to try and help him out. It goes in now. Maybe a little early. Jacob not fully ready to play off of it. Still gets away with his one. And there's a follow-up from Twists back in the site. Jacob is tearing through them out on the long side. Time to put a fresh mag in as well. And so quickly, it's just reduced to 1 man for Aurora. Oh, there's the backstab from Frozen. And the rifles are hitting hard right now for FaZe Clan.
Yeah, Jacob with just almost no support. 1 early flash, as you say, and he's just continually putting on multi-kills here for FaZe. The unlikely hero in a game against quite a bit of firepower. Jacob is standing tall. 7 multi-kill rounds in this map alone. Feels like FaZe have won almost all of them. So with no AWP saved again, it's Aurora who are feeling the burn of these close force buy rounds for FaZe. Coming out alongside once more, Jacob yet again. Twits with 1 more flash. Same situation. Just a lot more Aurora. Twist uses flash, no support. Jacob is truly on his own.
Oh, deals with Xantares first. You'd like to think that's a worthwhile trade. That's a lot of the opening power for Aurora dealt with. Twist now playing ahead of all this util as well, hoping that they just bum rush this smoke. And if they do, they've got him to handle. Twists catches the first guy walking in, but it's a line of Aurora players. So the trade's right there. Reinforcements have arrived. This A site is padded out. And Aurora pump the brakes.
They don't have enough time to really do this, though. With no more util to recommit, not using that smoke could be a decision they come to regret. FaZe may think that they could leave, but you're going to hedge your bets at 30 seconds that Aurora just recommit. Now there is nothing to block this cross. 20 seconds, 1 shot for Brokey makes all the difference.
Yeah, it's given him free reign on the AWP. Missed shot, costs them though, and Aurora cross in. Carrigan can't withstand it. Brokey dead, it falls to Frozen in this clutch.
Oh, great molly.
Forces a wide plant, but he's not going to dart out and try and stop it. Frozen shows some respect here in this 1-on-3.
Yeah, had to challenge really to win that round, but Aurora knew about it. A wide swing to cover, and cover they shall, putting down their 8th round. Feel like that's a missed opportunity for FaZe there, having 2 players to deal with that late long cross, knowing full well Aurora would do it, but this shot for Brokey has really been underwhelming in this map. It's the first time you truly feel the impact of his misses. So he looks to get involved early. Molly pushes him back. Only a leg shot. Xantares over the lip, and Brokey still gets out. Could have gone a lot worse. Xantares picks up the AWP. Ooh.
I mean, this is fast building to be Jacob's best performance in the FaZe jersey. If he can keep this up, and if you're FaZe, you don't want to waste that. Don't want to waste your rookie player having a fantastic game by letting Aurora come back in. Still a chance to shut them down here and now and keep that money in a bad way down the final few rounds of the half. Aurora playing it grouped. Looking for this mid to be not something we've really seen used in this game so far, so let's see if FaZe are ready for it.
Double smoke, no support, it's down to the B hold.
Frozen and twists. Frozen with a good catch on the first. There's an instant trade and Carrigan's dead, trying to push that smoke in middle. It's clean openers into the B site. And Aurora get in and get that bomb planted. 2 versus 3 for FaZe. Jacob might be nearby, hanging around to see if they give him any reason to go for this. But Brokey's showing no signs of moving.
Yeah, just no kits either, so you can't really blame him. Would only feel silly if Jacob got a free kill, but Aurora are not in the mood to overplay. Actually, there was a kit dropped in the B bomb site, but still not enough for FaZe. A man down. Nice run and gun there for Woxic to find the Joker at the back of the bomb site. Aurora just playing pack CS right now, just running amok, 4 1s or 5 together, trading out long, trading out on mid to B. Stalling the clock long enough, but trading efficiently to round wins. This is 5 out of the 6 rounds in this half going to Aurora. And it's got to be getting frustrating for FaZe, a timeout called. At a certain point, you just need something for Brokey, man. You need anything. He's had almost 0 impact in this entire map.
Yeah, and in the first half, it didn't feel like it was too much of an issue, but there's been multiple moments here where he could have been the guy to kind of save the round, and he's flubbed his lines.
And he's got the highest KAST in the map right now, but it's just because he's living.
Well, this is Aurora looking to take the lead. If they pick this one up, they break FaZe's money. This very quickly starts to look to go their way.
Making FaZe panic on this B bomb side, but the real trick is up cat.
Yeah, even this is nice though. Up until now, you've been playing very pack-rolly CS. Wherever that utils come in is often where they're looking to end up. And so trying to use that against FaZe Clan with some pressure through the tunnels. FaZe haven't fallen for it. And there's a timer on Carrigan over here on short. Can't hang around forever. Brings in Jacob to try and lend a helping hand, but this is 2 players from FaZe battling against almost all of Aurora. Jota lines up that double. Twist plays it through out in mid, and the bomb is now dropped up on Catwalk.
Oh,
Missed shot for Brokey again. A phrase we're getting all too used to saying. Rest of his team look to bail him out of this one. It's just Jota left in this clutch. Bomb picked up and space open at the A site.
Broky's grouped with his teammates. At least will allow a plant for Jota, but he won't be ready for this. He won't know long is clear. Cat plant comes through. Twist is quick on the flank, running in on his own, but he nails his shot and keeps FaZe alive on this CT side, finding their second round, and it was about time. Big 3K for Twist there, not falling for the B fake as Frozen blocks it hard. And Twist able to find Impact, cutting them down as they cross to get the bomb. It's a very scary CT side right now for FaZe, but they are bobbing in the water, treading for now.
Has been planted.
Ultimately, Aurora have had constant buys on this T side, right? Even early when FaZe were doing some damage, Aurora was still able to field full rifle rounds. They need to win this one. Their economy will finally bottom out right near the end of the map.
I mean, Aurora, they've been burning through these timeouts. That was their last chance for them to take a breather, so they better hope this is where they can turn it around, or else they run out of money, and they can't take the pace out of it for the remainder of the half. Zantares fast playing towards Loher, and Carrigan was jump spotting that, but didn't catch him. In fact, has missed him on every one of these timings. Nearly caught off guard. The opener proves to be a swing and a miss, and again, it's just this smoke block over on short. Feels like they want Aurora to try and challenge this.
Yeah, Jacob's a bit safer this time, so they don't get lined up.
Playing anti.
Oh no, they're coming in. Will it be the same thing?
You tell out they heard the tag. They know that Aurora are here. Jacob gonna swing wide, gets caught. Major in with the openings. Carrigan replies with a double.
Brokey time.
Brokey with a swing and a miss. Drops down into CT. But Aurora are out. Playing it through the catwalk, now just trying to buy time for his teammates who are closing the gap on this backstab, but Zantares gives them a taste of their own medicine. Smoke there to block. FaZe play through, his back's turned, playing anti, the cover from Wakadia, not there. And so Woxic's time to shine, head-to-head versus Brokey, been quiet all game. If Woxic can pipe him down once more, then Aurora tie us up again. Damage inflicted. Brokey's pulled the pistol. One shot from Woxic. That's what it's going to take. Leaves it to Chance on the no-scope. This is ugly. Woxic's got him in his pocket.
Brokey's in his head. Could have run him down at any of those missed shots. Could have just pulled the pistol, chased him, goes for a jump, doesn't speed up when Woxic misses his shot, and that is a clutch that will keep Aurora in this game. It will clutch that will keep Brokey out. Dear, oh dear. Diabolical game for Brokey, and at the worst time, because Jacob has given FaZe everything they could ask for and more. Another cat setup that even goes even for FaZe. And this is against 5 players of Aurora. 2v5 on cat. FaZe trade out evenly. They catch Zantares with his back turned. A 2v1.
Just been too many moments in this game where Brokey could have won it.
Yeah.
Right? Whether it was getting the AWP kill on the cross when they didn't have the smoke in that previous round. Whether it's besting Woxic here after he's already landed the tag.
He's ducking his shots IRL. Can't escape.
I mean, it's not even up for debate which AWP has found more impact. And sure, that secret from Woxic was hardly the prettiest thing, but that was probably one of his ugliest rounds, and it was still enough to win it for Aurora.
It's the one you'll remember. At 10-10, FaZe start 4v5. Brokey continually gets his AWPs. Willoughby in the right place this time. He is leaning towards that B bomb site. Aurora coming in. They have just played a 5-man death ball this entire T half. It has worked so well. Keeping it pretty basic. Brokey on the B bomb site. Redemption.
Been spotted. First shot lands. Brokey baits the next. Tries going back in, and Xantares rips his head off. 1 kill from Brokey. It's more than they've been able to account on all game long. But it doesn't feel like it's enough. Twist's here, hoping to lend a helping hand. Will come through with the trade. Dink down range. It's getting awkward now. Missed shot from Woxic. He's done a lot of damage, and look who it's teed up for the clutch. Jacob, 21 kills deep. One of his best matches in the FaZe jersey yet. Can he maintain pole position for FaZe Clan? 2 shots can end this round. Is Jacob up for the task? Aurora are hoping that with enough silence, with a big enough slowdown, the pressure sets in and he gives it all away. But Jacob doesn't move a muscle. Waits for them to make the first move. The moment that bomb gets planted, he knows he has a 1v1. There's the spot. Missed shot costs you. And now Jacob, clutch right there in front of him. The gift that keeps on giving. Jacob keeps the lead for FaZe Clan. Their rookie player leveling up versus Aurora.
1 man is enough. It absolutely is. And Carrigan shouting words of encouragement, keeping him pumped up because Jacob has saved FaZe in this game more times than you can ask. This definitely feels like his best game in the jersey. The sheer amount of impact rounds coming from this one young Polish player and a 1v2 clutch to steal the lead right back. Head in hands for Aurora in a roller coaster game. They keep the pressure on. Another 4-buy. 1 AK.
Most kills he's ever had playing for FaZe is 24 in a double OT game versus Vitality. So the idea that in regulation he could outdo that just kind of shows you the level of impact he's finding.
Even just the kill count aside, it's the positions he's doing it from. The impact rounds he's finding at 10-10 at clutch. The decider of the money for both squads here. Can FaZe finish what he started?
I think Brokey's going to be asked for, surely, right? They're closing in on pistols. No excuse to miss. Jacob falls. Twist tries to make up for it. Twist is answering back in a big way. And there's the cover from Frozen as well. Wakadia hope to give chase. Just Woxic now, and the nades are brutal. They leave him wounded, leave him low. Carrigan there to seal the deal.
Twist sneaking up the board, 3K in that round as well. A necessity to keep FaZe above water because Aurora were all in. They had to win that round. Without it, back-to-back forces to survive in this best of 1. FaZe, a team that limped through stage 1, who barely survived, who were less than a second away on a defuse against the Red Canids from being eliminated from this major, look to go 2-0 on day 1. FaZe trying to level up here. 1 round, 2 chances to do it.
Anti-long rush set up right at the time that Aurora go looking for this long control. Read like a book. Jacob here to open. Only good for the first. It's Xantares bringing it back. Carrigan up next. Gives away another. And when Aurora get these man advantages, they don't stick to their guns. They have plenty of time here to change their mind, float around in the 4-on-3. That's where Frozen could complicate matters.
Can he get into a good position? He's looking to clear lower right now. That might leave him out of the action. The whole map is quiet. Will he go back? It's a good position, and Aurora don't have a flash. They have to just walk this in. This could be multiple multiple kills.
Yeah, you need to deal with Frozen quickly. Match is offered up first.
Oh!
Frozen! The Iceman! And FaZe through to 2-0. Barely making it through stage 1. But now wind in their sails. And plenty of chance to see stage 3 after all. It's down to the BO3s for FaZe Clan. And who could have predicted this?